Well, she got the zoomies right now, so I'm gonna try to snap her out of it. Hey, come here. Sit. Good girl. Down. She got the zoomies, so it's kind of right now. Snap her out of that. So this video is going to be how to crate train your dog. My goal is to try to teach this in 7 minutes. So to start off everything, get some treats, whatever you want, even if you just use your dog food. She's already is aware, so it's a little easier to get their attention. Isis, come on. Get their attention. Let her figure it out. Right now she's figured it out. That's what I did. So all I do is from there, let her eat it. And then I'm gonna walk back over again. Make sure you put it in front of the cage at the end. You want the dog to go all the way inside. That's where you want, all the way inside. You don't want it to be halfway, all the way inside. If you do it all the way inside, it doesn't help. All right? Them zoomies. Then you can do it again. All right? Now that they understand what you're doing, this is all part of getting them to enter without forcing them to do it. Now, once you have a good repetition of it, just do it as many times as possible so they understand. She already knows. Isis, cage. Now I'm gonna pair the cage with what would be considered the hand sign, which is, you just put your hand down there, drop the food. You're pairing this to signal, as you say, cage. You're pairing it together. So now, by the time you just keep doing it, Isis, cage. So now she's getting a verbal plus the hand sign. That's two ways to let her be aware of what's going on. Now, once you do that multiple times, when she enters the cage, she knows not to come out till I tell her to, so that's pretty much what she's doing. Isis, okay. And I'll do that. I'll do another video on that, on how to get the dog not to come out until you give him the command. So I'll do another video on that. That's a whole separate one. So now, Isis, come. Good girl. So I'll do it again. Isis, cage. If your dog is struggling with coming in and then not turning all the way around, because eventually they're going to notice that it's coming from the hand. So they're going to be trying to get it through your hand. Then after the dog understands cage, when you do that and they come in, then you're going to rotate it to how she's doing it right now. Isis, okay. Isis, cage. Then you're going to smack her with this. Once you do that, then the dog does the 360. Turn all the way around, and then you smack him in the mouth with the treat. Isis, cage. Be here, and then here. Boom. Then they're going to notice, okay, turn all the way around. Isis, cage. So eventually, they're not going to be focused on your hand up there, because they already got a sign to enter. Then you're putting them to lure them to turn opposite direction. So it's enter, it's enter with your fist, drop it, into the cage, because then eventually you're not going to drop it no more. You're just going to smack them in the mouth with it. So once they understand to enter, then you got to tell them to lure them to do the 360. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm gonna do it without a treat. Isis, cage. Then you're luring them over and you're smacking them in the mouth. Now she got the treat. She ain't got nothing that time. So now, once your dog understands, and you have to do it on the regular. It's a lot of reps that you just have to keep doing it. Randomly tell your dog to go in the cage. Even if you're not really trying to have him in the cage, I constantly just make it a routine, randomly moment. I don't care what she's doing. Cage. So that way it just gets a regular repetition of understanding cage. Once your dog understands, okay, so the treat, enter, then the lure, now you can then eventually hit your dog with just a verbal. Isis, cage. Then you can hit her with the verbal, because now she understands what cage means. Good girl. Then you can give a treat that you listen to the verbal. Then when your dog gets really good at it, Isis, come. Then for me, I can just point. Isis. Let me help her out. Then you can just point and then she'll know what you're doing. You might have not seen that, but she was struggling to do it. Let me do it this way so you can actually see me. Isis, come on. And I just point and then she'll come. So once she understands, come on. Sit. Isis. And you can just wrap that up. Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh, she got the zoomies. Come on. Then you can kind of direct it with a point. And you just gotta just wrap it up. And then I did that where I paired it. I pretty much sit. Cut it out. Hey, hey. Down. Now. No. All the way. No. She's really excited right now. Energy is too high. Turn. Cut it out. Focus. Good girl. Okay, get up. Come on, get up. So now just kind of snap right at it. And then when you get the pointing part, then you can be like, all right, Isis, cage. Good girl. So the pointing only works unless the dog knows the verbal. If your dog doesn't know the verbal, it's not going to work. You have to understand the verbal. And the verbal pretty much is cage. Once your dog understands cage, then you can start pointing. Once you start pointing, then it makes it easier when it comes down to the hand sign versus the verbal. If that makes sense. Because you can do both or just do one. Sometimes I just want to see if she's paying attention and I just point. That's just for me. And this is going to be all uncut, so you can see where in the middle of training, your dog might do that. She's 6 months now, so this is moments where in the middle of working and she wants to play. And right now it's not playing because she knows I don't like the jumping and don't jump on me. So and that's pretty much how I do it, how I correct her. And I had to kind of get her to submit to me so that she knows, this is your punishment, calm down, relax. And then it's still all love in the end. She's drinking some water. Isis, come on. I can stop her from drinking water and she's still gonna give me love, praise, and we're still good. You gotta Gotta be able to snap them out of that puppy energy, them zoomies. She had the zoomies before we started. So I didn't want to uncut it. What are you doing, you crazy girl? What are you doing? And that's pretty much it. That's all under 10 minutes of being able to train your puppy on the cage. A lot of reps. Once you're able to get all the reps as possible, then once you get all the reps going, then the dog will eventually learn how to just go in the cage. Even you make it exciting too. Isis, cage, come on. Just make it exciting too. It's all a game. In the next video, I'll teach you how to train the dog to not come out the cage and stay until you tell him to. Peace.